Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby 3. This is the Mr. Hornsby 3 show. And today I am going to be talking about what I think are the best theme songs for horror movies. And there's quite a few that's in there that people might not know about. There's some that in there that people might know. We'll talk about all that in a minute. But first, gotta start off with some bad news. And, you know, it's kind of a double whammy because yesterday, unfortunately, Dolly Parton passed away. And then, today, an iconic movie star in Tim Curry passed away. So, you know, rest in peace to Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. Thoughts and prayers go out to their families and friends and all that. And, you know, I was a big fan of Tim Curry. I liked a lot of his movies. Now, I never watched the frickin' Rocky Horror Picture Show until my wife was watching it one day. But I've watched a lot of other Tim Curry movies. I've watched Legend, where he plays the Prince of Darkness, or Lord of Darkness, or whatever he was. Look at that. That movie actually frickin' traumatized me. Frickin', yeah, you know. Frickin' Legend traumatized me as a kid. He was also Pennywise in the original It miniseries movie. He also was in Scary Movie 2, which is a very good movie. He was in one of my favorite comedies ever, National Lampoon Loaded Weapon. Also was in movies like Clue. He was going to be the Joker in Batman animated series until he got beat up by Mark Hamill. What else did he do? But yeah, he did a lot of movies. You know, Tim Curry definitely will be missed. And Dolly Parton, we all know Dolly Parton, famous country music singer. The thing I remember the most about Dolly Parton all those freaking years was how big her boobs were. And, you know, Dolly World, you know. And you know what? Thing is, where we stayed in Pigeon Forge both times, we were pretty close to Dollywood. So both times we were out in Pigeon Forge, we were close to Dollywood. But, you know, it's kind of crazy because, a couple years ago, they had Miley Cyrus do a, New Year's thing. And Dolly Parton was a part of it. And she looked a smidge bit older, but she still pretty much looked the same as she always looked. So it's crazy that they both passed away, back-to-back days. And, you know, I wasn't a big country music fan. You know, I'm never going to be a country music fan, but I do know people who are fans of Dolly Parton. Like my wife, she's a fan of Dolly Parton. But yeah, so rest in peace to Dolly Parton. Rest in peace to Tim Curry. Oh yeah, Tim Curry was also in Home Alone 2, also New York, which was the last good Home Alone movie. 1 and 2 are the only two good Home Alone movies. And the funny thing is, for so many years, I thought Tim Curry and Jim Carrey were related, because I thought, you know, Tim Curry's name was Tim Carrey, but it was Tim Curry. So I thought him and Jim Carrey were related. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, now that's out of the way. Let's get into what I think are the best horror movie theme songs out there. And let's start out with one that I don't know if a lot of people are a big fan of this franchise, but I really like this franchise, except for the last movie they made, and that is Phantasm's theme song, that dun 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 dun. I'm probably singing it badly, but that song is awesome. And you know what? I love that freaking theme song. I've always loved it. I remember there was this one rap song that came out and had that freaking theme song. I forgot what the name of it was. In fact, they showed it like a few months ago on freaking Yo Hip Hop. They played that song with that Phantasm theme song in it. So, yeah. Really, enjoy the Phantasm theme song. I mean, every time I hear that song, it's just like, wow, man. I just think of Phantasm. Like when I heard the rap song. I'm like, man, I like this rap song because it's playing the theme song to Phantasm. But, yeah. Very good theme song. Really enjoy it. And, you know, hopefully, because apparently they're supposed to be making a remake or a reboot or something. Hopefully, if they do, hopefully they play that theme song, because that theme song is awesome. Alright, next up, for horror movie theme songs that I think are awesome, Puppet Master. That theme song, you don't even have to frickin' see the TV to know. When you hear that theme song, you don't even have to look at the TV. You know it's a Puppet Master movie. Yeah, and the Puppet Master movies I've watched all the way from 1 to 5. I won't watch none past 1 to 5. I refuse to watch any of the ones that came after 5 because, you know, I hear a lot of the ones that came after 5 really sucked. So, yeah. Puppet Master theme song. Really good theme song. And, you know, when you hear that theme song, like the other day I was watching a Puppet Master movie, my wife came in, she didn't even look at the TV. She heard the theme song and she's like, oh, hey, that's Puppet Master. I'm like, yep, Puppet Master. It is a great theme song. Alright. Next up, the Nightmare on Elm Street theme song, which is the dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. And I mean, they play it a lot more at the end of frickin' A New Nightmare. Like, but you could hear it, especially the, you know, you could hear it throughout the movies, but it's like not as loud as it is at the end of A New Nightmare. And it's like, and you got that however that sound goes in the middle of that song. So yeah, it's also a pretty good theme song. Next horror movie theme song I like. You know, Return of the Living Dead's theme song. Well, the first Return of the Living Dead's theme song's pretty good. That frickin' song they play throughout the whole movie, that's a pretty good song. But they don't play it in like 2 and 3, I don't think. Well, they might play it in 2. 3 they don't. And I don't see what Return of the Living Dead, the only 2 good ones is the first one and the third one. The rest of them are garbage. Like 2 sucks. The ones that came after 3 suck. So yeah. But yeah, Return of the Living Dead's theme song, pretty good theme song as well. And of course, another theme song that is synonymous with this movie is the Friday the 13th Ki Ma Ma Ma. I mean, it's kind of a song, but it's kind of not. So I don't know if you can really count it as a theme song. But yeah, that Ki Ma Ma Ma, that's a pretty good song too. Alright, this next one is from a more modern horror franchise. And that is the theme song for the Saw movie. And they always play it at the end of every Saw movie when the killer's revealed, when the game is fully comes together and shows everything. I just love that at the end of every single frickin' Saw movie. Even the cruddy, crappy, sucky Saw movies like Spiral and Saw 8 has it, but you know what? Still a pretty good theme song. I feel like, you know, that's one of the things that makes the Saw movies pretty good. But, yeah. Next up, let's talk, speaking of Tim Curry, let's talk about the theme song they used for the It miniseries, which I always thought was a good theme song as well. Because And they would play little bits and pieces of it throughout the movie, and then at the end they played the full thing of both part 1 and part 2 of that movie. So, pretty good theme song out there. Really like that one too. And you know, it's a shame the newer It didn't use that theme song. But, you know, I don't think there's any distinct like theme song they use for the newer It. Like the newer It, that was a good movie, but the theme song, we don't have no theme song with that one. Alright. Next up is the Hellraiser theme song that they play at the beginning of every Hellraiser movie. Well, I don't know if they played it at the beginning of every Hellraiser. I think the first 3 they play it, and like the ones after that they really don't play. I think, I don't know, 4 and 5 might have had it, but I don't know. But that, that's kind of a cool theme song. Yeah. That really, you know, it sounds like it's a movie that's made in hell with that theme song. So yeah. And I guess technically, yeah, I guess it could be considered a horror movie. But, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Predator theme song. For Predator movies. I love that freaking theme song. It's an awesome theme song, especially in part 1 and 2, the 2 best Predator movies, because everything after that is not great. Well, I don't know. Badlands wasn't bad, and I thought Predator Killer of Killers was pretty good. But yeah, pretty much every other Predator movie after that really ain't that good. Yeah. I don't know. You could also say Terminator, since technically it was kind of a horror movie at first. Then it spiraled into a sci-fi action movie, so yeah. And I guess since I added the Key Ma 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 for Friday the 13th, I guess I will, you know, say another good theme song is, you know, the beginning of the Texas Chainsaw movies with that little ding song. Yeah, that's also a pretty good one. Yeah. But I gotta say, you know, I don't know. Let's see, are there any other theme songs? I gotta talk about some shows. But I said movies. So. Actually, I could say the Tales from the Crypt movie, Demon Knight, I think had a good theme song. Because it used the theme song from the show. Now, I don't know if Bardoa of Blood did too. Yeah, that might have, but yeah. So, Tales from the Crypt, yeah. Tales from the Crypt theme song, they use it. I know they use it at the beginning of frickin' Demon Knight. I can't remember if they did it for Bardoa of Blood, though. So, yeah. It's a good theme song as well. Yeah, that show was great. And actually, I've been rewatching it on frickin' Tubi. I know it's on Shudder, and we have Shudder, but yeah. Like, hey, just watch it on Tubi, it's better. Anyway, let me see, is there any other horror movie theme songs that I like outside of the ones I've already said? No, I don't think so. So let's get to the absolute best theme song for a horror movie ever. Of course, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it is. And that is the Halloween theme song. Been used in every single Halloween movie except for 3, I believe. But every Halloween movie after that, and then 6, the theatrical cut I don't think had the song. But the producer's cut does. So, every single Halloween movie has had that theme song, including the newer ones. The new trilogy that came out a few years ago. I mean, I guess, I don't think H2O had it either. It's kind of crazy. Because H2O was supposed to be a sequel to 1 and 2. Jamie Lee Curtis came back, but I don't know. But every single Halloween movie has had that Halloween theme song. It's the best theme song for a horror movie out there. And I gotta say, you don't even have to be. It's like with Puppet Master. You don't even have to look at the TV to know when you hear. You know it's Halloween. And then you look at the TV and you're like, yep, Halloween. Because Halloween is a great movie. Great franchise. See, I love Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween. Those are my two favorite horror franchises. But, the best theme song overall, of course, is freaking Halloween's theme song. I think it's like probably the greatest theme song ever made. Even the freaking remakes that Rob Zombie did used the freaking Halloween theme song. The only one, I think the only two that didn't was, even Resurrection I think had the themes. And I hate Resurrection. No, I've only watched Resurrection once in my life. But yeah, I think 3 didn't have the song, and I think, theatrical cut didn't have it, but the producer's cut did, of 6. And I don't think H2O had it. And, but I think every other freaking Halloween movie has had the theme song, so, yeah. Those are my thoughts on the best horror movie theme songs out there. Let me know if I missed any. Let me know if the freaking, if the Texas Chainsaw or Friday the 13th theme song should be on there or not. So, yeah. So, as we're getting closer to Halloween, and it's getting closer to me, taking a break for the holidays until early next year, I'm going to sprinkle in little information about things I got planned. Well, let's talk about what I got planned Friday. Well, actually tomorrow. So tomorrow, when I get home, I'm going to watch the GTA 6 trailer. Now, I did not watch any of the stuff CyberLeak has put out. I've seen other people do videos and talk about it, but I have not watched any of the other stuff that CyberLeak has put out, so I'll watch the trailer. I'll react to the trailer on a live video, or not a live video, but a YouTube video. I'll give my thoughts on what the game looks like and all that stuff, and what features they show. Now, yeah, a lot of the stuff that it seems like CyberLeak's been showing anyways, like stuff that's like features, like the features that they've had in the freaking features they've had in the games. So, yeah. I have not watched any of the freaking leak stuff. Because I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I was younger, I probably would watch all that stuff. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little more patient than what I used to be. So, I'll just wait for the freaking trailer, which will be tomorrow. And I'll talk about it on a video tomorrow. Then Friday, got the big wrestling live stream. I am going to talk about the stupid thing Eric Bischoff said on 83 Weeks again. I'm going to talk about something that's annoying me about AEW. I'm also going to have my predictions for AEW All In. I'm going to talk about what would have happened if WCW would have stayed in business in 2001. I'm going to talk about all the people Vince McMahon wanted to make the predecessor to Hulk Hogan back in the 80s going into the 90s. And then I will reveal the full Halloween Figure Havoc card on that video Friday as well. That's how I'll end the video. Also, I'm going to put up a fake petition to get freaking the song No Scrubs pulled from MTV's Yo Hip Hop Block. I think I should watch freaking BET, because boy, all the songs they freaking play for Yo Hip Hop on MTV. Some of them suck, some of them are good. Though, what I will say, I don't like the Pigeon song. I mean, not the Pigeon song. The Scrub song. I was thinking about the song No Pigeons, and I gotta say, that's pretty bad when TLC made the song No Scrubs and then the crew that made No Pigeons. That's pretty bad when Eve, who is also female, comes on the No Pigeon video singing No Pigeons with the other guys. But yeah, I'm going to put a fake petition up to get, them to remove the No Scrubs song from their freaking blocks on the Yo Hip Hop blocks for MTV. I'm going to send it to Paramount. I'm going to say, don't play this song no more. I really don't like the song. I'm joking about it right now, but I really don't like that song. Because even though the song meant for somebody that's more of a bum, even when people would work and they'd have somebody that's, when they'd work and they'd have money in that, some of these freaking women out there, or some of these girls when they were teenagers when that song came out, if a dude tried to hook up with them, they still say, I don't want no scrub, even though the person had a job and was making money. They may not have had a car, but I don't know. That was a song that was a freaking, probably one of the worst things that freaking TLC ever made. And like I said, that's pretty bad when they do the freaking, No Pigeon songs and Eve comes on there singing No Pigeons with them. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I'm going to put in my fake petition. I'm going to send it up to freaking Paramount. And maybe they'll take that song off the block. Anyway. I'm going to have to do another rap topic video before I freaking end this year. Yeah, because, this year I started out earlier with the King of Rap. And I was going to, listen to this one rapper that somebody in that video wanted me to listen to, but I never got around to it because I had so much other things planned for this year. So, I don't know. But, what else? Also going to be doing a big football video in a couple weeks talking about all the NFL topics. And then I'll get to my rant about them starting Sunday Night Football again with a fucking stupid Cowboys and freaking Giants game. Or Cowboys in any game with the freaking NFC East. NFC East is the most overrated conference ever, first of all. Second of all, the Cowboys are overrated. What have they done at all recently? And everybody talks about how great Dak Prescott is. I think he's a bit overrated. But you know what? I'll talk about that in the football topic video. I'll also talk about my excitement about my Colts signing Keenan Allen. And they signed Keenan Allen I think it was a day after me and Gene did the frickin' prediction video. So, I'll also talk about other football teams. I'll talk about how the Ravens might struggle because John Harbaugh is no longer their coach. And a bunch of other stuff. Of course, I also with playthroughs coming up. I got the GTA. I'm going to do GTA Vice City Definitive Edition. Going to do the biggest part of the last few missions of that because I've beaten the bulk of Vice City. But I saved all the DS stuff this time because usually I do DS stuff early. But I saved all the DS stuff till toward the end of the game this time. I wish I would have did that with Big Smoke in frickin' San Andreas toward the end of the frickin' Los Santos chapter in San Andreas, but anyway. But, I have a few other videos. Something that shock, and I even talk about how shocking it is that we're going to be having Sunday, frickin' NFL kicking off Wednesday, September 9th instead of that Thursday. I don't know why that's the case, but I guess we'll find out. Speaking of 3-6 Mafia, I'm going to sing a song by them referring to the frickin' analysts and all these frickin' crazy Cowboy fans and all these TV networks that put on all these freaking Cowboys games because they say the Cowboys games gets us ratings. Yeah. And probably Monday I might be having a review of All In because I am going to be watching All In. You know, luckily it's on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon Sunday, which probably won't be over till 6 or 7. Might even be 8 with how long the AEW pay-per-views are. Which I'll talk about that in the video too Friday about how long AEW pay-per-views have been. But yeah, I'll talk about all that. I might throw in a few wrestling figure things like talk about freaking why Mattel is not giving more of the freaking newly sculpted Winged Eagle belt either. I just don't get it. But anyway, that'll do it. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Hold on a minute, I gotta show off something. Be right back. Follow my Facebook fan page, Mr. Hornsby 83 Show, and follow my Facebook business page, Trajan Toys. This is my Trajan Toys business card, which will be going around Newport, hanging them up at certain places tomorrow. So yeah, that's my card. Go check out that page. I buy and sell toys. So, you know, I think I got a messenger set up, so if you got some toys that you want to sell to me, so I could sell them, go to my charge-in page and frickin', you know, send me a message on Messenger or something. But anyway, that'll do it. Catch you guys tomorrow for my reaction for the GTA 6 trailer on Netflix. Oh, boy. Unless by the time I get home it'll be 9 o'clock, so it won't be on Netflix anymore. I'm going to just watch it on YouTube. But anyway, that'll do it. Catch you guys later. Peace out.